morning and welcome to my channel. Sharon here. I'm using up my paper bags to make pockets. I've done the journal. Now I'm going to start making pockets for other journals using up these paper bags I have a lot of. Today I'm making a folio, so I'm taking this off here, undoing the bottom of this bag, very gently because I'm trying to save as much of this bottom as I can. Then I'm opening it up like this. And then just flattening it down. Seeing where I do need, you do need to trim, because obviously here you do lose a bit of it. So I'm going to trim sort of there. And I'm folding this over. I'm sort of making this the front, I think, roughly where the fold was anyway, and then folding this in, but so that it doesn't quite meet the join there. Am I happy with that? Yeah, I think I am. I'm happy with that. So this is the basis for your folio, like this. So what I need to do now is I'll start on the front cover excuse me, and I'm going to cover that. Now what I'm using is the one of those papers that my friend gave me. What are they called? Paper Stash Correspondence from Tim Holtz. So I'm using this to start off with, and what I want to do is use, whoops, this piece. Now I'm thinking that I'm going to use that piece there, but actually I don't want this bit at the top. So I'm going to trim all that off, but I can use that for decoration at a later date on something else, or maybe on this. I'm not sure. Because otherwise I'd like it even, if that makes sense. So I want this piece on here, like this, pencil. Okay, so I've cut that out, but one of the things that I do need to do is ink all the way round the bag first, and I'm going to use now, shall I use Vintage Photo? Yes, I'm going to use Vintage Photo to ink all the way around the bag. Right, I've done that, covered there. Now this is the first one to be done, so I now need to, oh dear, I really need to fill up my my glue bottles. Sorry about this. So I'm putting this straight down, and then what I need to do is the closure for it. Okay, now I need to do the closure, and for that I'm using two punch circles. I want 1 inch. And these are the old file folders that I got from the charity shop. I think it's 1 inch. Yeah, 1 inch ones. Using the 1 inch punch. That. Then I'm using my little punch. And I'm going to cut out a piece of craft card here. A couple of pieces of craft card with the smaller punch. Like this. And then we glue the two smaller pieces together like this, and then and you glue the two bigger. So when you put the smaller piece on the bigger piece, it raises it up slightly for you to be able to tie something around it. So I need to let all this to dry. Okay, I've covered all of it now, and I've left this part open. This is currently open until I've got the closure on, which I've put the other discs, smaller discs underneath. I've punched a hole in the middle, and I've got a small hole here by putting this in and putting that over the top so I know where it was going. I'm now going to put this in here and then through here, which is quite difficult. And then I'm going to have to pull the arms aside like that for that one there. And then all I'm going to do is now glue this together. Oops. Down the side here. Now I did try filling it up a bit, but I'm trying to use up glues that I've had sitting there. Different types of tacky glue. So I'm just going to go in and just glue this down like this. I'll get rid of that mat now. Just make sure it's all solid down like that. Then what I've got is some pockets. Now I've got a pocket to go on here. Like that, and then I've got this to go on here, which is an offcut. I've got that to go on there, this to go here as a tuck here, and then this is going to be an up tuck there. So I've just got to glue all these on. So that's all of them glued on. So this will come over here. Now I want to do some decoration. I've got these two that I thought just quickly, these are cut off. So that could go in there. These are cut off from one of the papers on the pad, the paper pad. They had all little labels like that. Then I've also used the Tim Holtz, I don't know what you call it, what's he called it? The Thin Knits, the file folder one. And I've used one of the old folders I got out of the charity shop, and I've cut all little pieces together so that I can decorate, and tabs and etc. So these can all be used in decoration. And then just got these two I've cut out just as two little cards in here. There. And then I thought this could go down there as well. Oops. So I hope you're all well. I don't think I've asked that. We're still in very hot weather, and we haven't got to August, so I'm really worried about it because I'm not coping with it very well this year. Maybe because we haven't got the pool up yet. Okay, then I thought what I could do is use some of these pieces I've got here. Oops. Maybe put that down there with maybe one of the small, got this as well. Do I put that round up there? One of the small pieces of them. Don't know, or just put that on there, or a number, maybe a number. Yeah, maybe just a number down there. And what I'm going to do with that is I'm just going to gently cut off the corners there. It just finishes it off. It seems too, I don't know, I find the corners too sharp. Right, and I think I'll use this to put this down. Yeah. Like that there. Now, I have to think about that number up here. So like that, but that across there. I like that. Yep. That down there. So yeah, we're still very hot here, and I know I shouldn't moan. And Mark's getting more and more irate about the pool because it's not going the way it should. But I expect we'll get there eventually, won't we? Oh no, I'll tell you what I'm going to do is cut my corners again. Oh, nice. And I must admit, I think my last couple of videos I've kind of done some things out of shot. So I've put a bit of tape down so I know that I'm in shot. There. There. that over that bit, so where it says airlines. Slightly up there. Now, not over there. Now this, I'm going to put a picture in, and I'm going to hang it from here with a bowl pin. Now I've got this picture here, so what I want to do is actually put it on there like that, so it comes under there, and I've just got to mark where I need to cut it there. That's there. And then just put some glue around here. And this was in the die cuts, so I've cut a few of these out. It's right in front of me, honestly. Ooh. Anyway, this week, yes, I've done my back, and I'm hoping it's going to be okay. It's getting better, but sitting here filming does really hurt it at times. So I can't stay long filming at a time, because I find sitting here hurts it. Definitely got better. I'm filming this on a Thursday. I think this is coming out Saturday, I think. Right, so I've put all that there, and then just going to ink around it. I do need to let this dry before I actually punch it. There. And then I'm thinking, wondering if this number here will fit that way around. Yep. Black. She looks like a convict though with that number, doesn't she? Maybe not. Didn't think of that one. Put that number on there and it looks like a convict, doesn't it? Oops. No, maybe not that number. Maybe something else. Where did that come from? Over there. That looks like a little convict number. I know. How about this? Paris Lille. That could be where the photo's taken. And also I'm thinking maybe she is the postal lady who delivers the post. Yeah. That looks a lot better. Yeah. That definitely wasn't a good idea, putting a number on there. Right, I'm just going to have to let that dry before I can actually punch it. Okay, this is all dry, and I've punched the 4 little holes in the corners. Now I just need to punch a hole here, and I'm using the small one for it to attach to with the proper dial, so that I can use a bowl pin to, whoops, these are fiddly, aren't they, to hang it from. I'm just going to hang this from here with a ball pin. This is actually another day I'm filming this. I've done this over about 3 days. And we're trying to get the car, or the other car, the old car, what they call an ITV over here. So that's like an MOT in the UK. I don't know what you have in America. But everywhere's booked up, and we've got my son coming and we need the car. Oh. So we're rushing around today, getting things done. Okay, now what I've got is I picked these up, old slides up from the 60s at the auction house here. And so what the idea is, I'm going to punch a hole, and I'm putting it just there. So I'm going to punch a hole there. And then, hopefully, I want it about there. Punch a hole straight through this. And that there. Whoops, sorry about that, but my I don't know what these are called, the cube thing came right out. I must have pulled it too hard. Anyway, right, you put this through here. Like that. So you've got that at the front. Now I've already made some tags, so what I've got is these two here, in there. Done some decoration on that one, with some stamping using the middle out of one of these. Then this one card goes in here, and again I've just used the half one of these and made a little file out of folder thingy out of some tea dye paper, and done some stamping. Oh, and that came from a book called Chronicles of the 21st Century. I found an aeroplane picture. These three go in here, in this side. And what I've done, I've used all the scraps that I've had as well. I want to put a little tab on there, and then and I've used one of those long punches there. This is the one for inside here, so that goes in there, and this just hangs out just there, so it does still fold over like that. And then in this bit is this one which goes up there, and that one, and this I've done a little bit of decoration on each of these as well. Some sari silk as a tie, and then I've got some sari silk here that I'm just going to put underneath, tie up, and then just wrap it round a few times and put a tag under there. I might just put a charm on the end of there. I'll think about it. Anyway, that's my first paper bag pocket, which is a folio in itself, and it's quite flat, so you could use it for Happy Mail if you wanted to. And of course you can make smaller ones because you get different size bags. Thanks very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed it and you've managed to stay this far. Please hit the like button and subscribe if you haven't already done so. I'm so grateful to all of you for coming along with me. Thanks a lot. Speak to you all again soon. Bye.